Rhonj's Teresa Giudice reveals thoughts about possible spin-off with Louis. Teresa Giudice has a wedding special, and the Real Housewives of New Jersey star may want a spin-off with her husband Louis Rulis and their family. Teresa Giudice is getting her own wedding special following the Real Housewives of New Jersey Season 13 finale, and is considering a possible spin-off with her husband, Louis Rulis. The long-awaited episode, called Teresa Gets Married, will feature an inside look at Teresa's lavish New Jersey wedding to Louis that took place in August 2022. With all the tumultuous drama that occurred on Rhonj with her brother Joe Gorga and sister-in-law Melissa Gorga, it may be time for Teresa to stay in her love bubble and branch out on her own. Teresa and Louis sat down with E! News to talk about their upcoming Rhonj wedding special on Bravo. When asked if she will follow in the footsteps of other housewives and get her own spin-off, Teresa replied, "Well, I wouldn't mind doing it with Louis because he's so easy. I remember my ex didn't want no part in that." Fortunately, Louis agreed with his wife and is also open to the idea of a Rhonj spin-off featuring the couple and their families. "I would love to," he said, adding that having a spin-off with Teresa would be something positive for the newlyweds. Teresa Giudice says her family would be fine with a Rhonj spin-off. While Teresa and her entire family have been filmed on Rhonj for years, she shared that they would surprisingly be supportive of having a spin-off. Coincidentally, it may be the perfect time for this type of opportunity. Teresa's second eldest daughter, Gabriella Giudice, will be starting college at the University of Michigan in the fall. She's the only one that's not really into the cameras, and she's going to Michigan. "The rest of the family, I think, would be fine with it," Teresa noted, while also sharing that she's still torn about the idea if an offer ever came up. As a long-standing Rhonj housewife on the show, Teresa technically had her own spin-off in the past. During Teresa's prison sentence in 2015, cameras still followed her family while Rhonj was on hiatus. The three-part special that featured her ex-husband Joe Giudice and their 4 daughters was called Teresa Checks In. Although Teresa herself wasn't allowed to be filmed in jail, her voice was heard through various phone calls on the show. Since Teresa is the most popular Rhonj cast member, it's no surprise that cameras continued rolling, even when she wasn't able to film a reality TV show in person. On The Real Housewives of New Jersey Season 13, Teresa was once again involved in intense drama with Melissa and Joe. This has caused her to be isolated from half of the cast, with only Dolores Catania, Jennifer Aydin, and Danielle Cabral on her side. With Melissa and Joe skipping Teresa's wedding and the fate of their relationship unknown, it might make sense for Teresa and Louis to have their own family spin-off, including the people who truly care.